Whenever I talk to people about Lake Las Vegas, they ask me this really interesting question. It's pretty common. They say, why do they call it Lake Las Vegas? Gosh, I'm not sure if I can figure out why they call it Lake Las Vegas. Oh, could it be this gorgeous lake that's right behind me? That's right. So that is why I had to come make this video all about living in Lake Las Vegas. So what are we going to talk about in this video while I'm here in this gorgeous neighborhood? Well, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about, where is Lake Las Vegas? What is Lake Las Vegas? Who is Lake Las Vegas right for? And of course, we're going to dive into some of my favorite thoughts and things and feelings about living here in Lake Las Vegas. So if you are ready to join me on another video where we talk all about what it's like to experience Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder City, and everything that Southern Nevada has to offer, then you're going to want to stay tuned. So you know what to do if you're one of my watchers, viewers, fans. I always wanted to say that. It's time to sit down, buckle up, because this is going to be another exciting video all about living in Las Vegas and Henderson. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's your host here once again, Dave Baker with VegasAgents.com. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, you know what you've got to do, right? You have got to tap that little subscribe button and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video all about what it's like to live in Las Vegas, here at Lake Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada, and all of the cool spots. I'm going to tell you all about what it's like to live, to work, to eat, to sleep, to play, and of course to get outdoors here in fabulous Southern Nevada. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, you're thinking about moving to Henderson, Lake Las Vegas, Boulder City, North Las Vegas, any of these amazing spots, well, I make it really easy. All you have to do to connect with our team is send me an email. You can send me a text message. You can give me a call on the phone, or you can jump on my calendar. You can find the link in the description. Of course, if you just want to get more info in general about coming out here, living here, and even some travel deals, well, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter, which you can find on VegasAgents.com. Okay, now let's dive in and start talking about Lake Las Vegas. So I was being a little bit funny when I started the video, right, saying that people ask me why they call it Lake Las Vegas, but that's actually something that happens all the time. It's hilarious to me. And I think that's because people think that the only lake in this region is, I'm gonna let you guess. Did you guess? They think it's Lake Mead. But in fact, we have gorgeous Lake Las Vegas right behind me. So we're gonna talk about a few different things in this video. First of all, let's talk about, what is Lake Las Vegas? What is this place? Is it a vacation spot? Is it somewhere you live? Well, it's a little of everything, actually. Okay, so let me give you some background. What is Lake Las Vegas? Lake Las Vegas is a 3,600 acre master planned community. So for those of you who aren't familiar with these types of communities, it means that they have laid out a plan in advance. So you don't just see a bunch of random houses and random stores just pop up that aren't part of the plan. They've laid it out, they've made a plan and a design for how it will be developed over the years. That is what a master plan community is. And I know some of you have mentioned that you've never seen anything like that. Some other well-known master plan communities, of course, would be like Plano, Texas. They have that out there. Irvine, California, and there are other pretty well-known cities. So the idea here at Lake Las Vegas, and that it's built around this freshwater lake. The whole area, the community, is kind of, using the lake as its focal point. And they have built, they've built so many things, okay? I paused for a second because I was looking at the view that some of these villa-type places have, and I was thinking that I'd really like one. Okay, so you've got resorts here for travelers, right? For people who want to come out here. You have houses, you have townhouse and condo style living. Sometimes you call that multifamily. And what you have here is just a very unique setup. Now, again, what is Lake Las Vegas all about? Well, here's the thing. When you come here, this community has been designed to offer the residents and the tourists numerous amenities. For example, you have restaurants in walking distance, potentially of where you live. You have multiple golf courses. In fact, let's call this the amenities section. So I really wanted to tell you this, and I should have mentioned that in the intro. What are the amenities here? This is key. So the amenities here include multiple golf courses, like I said, numerous restaurants. You have shopping, a grocery store. You have other types of water-based activities for those of you who enjoy things like kayaking. If you look behind me, you'll see ramps in the water. You have quite a few things. It's what I like to call resort-style living. Now, the architecture and design of this specific area, kind of the recreation, dining, and resort area, is going to be a Mediterranean theme, right? It reminds me of a European village. If you've never been to Italy or France, you'd see things like this, where you have a central focal point and then people walk through the community. As we're walking, you'll probably notice there are various stores. We've got this chocolate store, there are hair salons, different businesses that will hopefully meet all of your needs while you're living in this community. So if you live here, this is like living in a place where people go on vacation. And if you've ever watched my videos, you know that's something that I personally like. I like the concept of living in a place where people go on vacation. So let's jump into the next topic. So where is Lake Las Vegas? The first thing I have to tell you, and I hope this doesn't break your heart, but it's actually located in Henderson, Nevada. It is not in the city of Las Vegas. Did you learn something new there? I think a lot of people are surprised because people had said to me before, oh, I looked in Las Vegas on some sort of map and there was no lake in Las Vegas, except for, of course, the beautiful one outside the Bellagio Hotel, but that's not really a lake for the public. So Lake Las Vegas is here in Henderson, Nevada, which is just next door to Las Vegas. But what part of Henderson? A lot of people have heard me talk about some of the major streets in Henderson, such as St. Rose Parkway. You've heard me talk about Eastern Avenue and all the fun you can have off there, Seven Hills, Anthem, all those neighborhoods. But it's not near there, okay? What you have to understand is that Lake Las Vegas is actually east. And one way to access it is to take Highway 215 to the east and then exit on Lake Mead Parkway, which is also known as 564. So you can exit on Lake Mead and continue, well, quite a bit. So where it's located is eastern Henderson and north of Boulder City. So for those of you who haven't had my quick training course, remember, there are only 5 cities here in Clark County, right? We've got Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder City, and Mesquite, Nevada. So if you're thinking about the geography, this is something I want you to remember. If, for example, you have to go to downtown Las Vegas to work, if you have to go by the airport to work, if you even have to go into West Henderson to work off, say, St. Rose, down by 15, not 215, but all the way to 15. If you have to go in those neighborhoods, even if you have to go to the Strip to go to work, Lake Las Vegas will not be the most convenient location, right? Because once again, as I mentioned, it's a little bit more secluded. It is further out to the east. And I think that's why many people haven't had the opportunity to come visit here, because when you look at the map, you will notice that Lake Las Vegas is quite far east. Now, the water obviously comes from Lake Mead, right? And I think we know that. So you knew you had to go east, but the question was how far east? Now, do I feel it's a super inconvenient drive, like for the weekend or vacation, or just if I want to come out here and play or have dinner, I don't know, spend time at the water? No, but if you had to commute every single day, then it might not be right for you, unless you don't mind that. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about the geography of where you want to live in Las Vegas or in Henderson. So let's jump into our next topic. That's going to be, who is Lake Las Vegas right for? Is Lake Las Vegas going to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for? Well, let's recap something I just said. Lake Las Vegas is a bit more secluded than, say, Henderson or Las Vegas, the city of Las Vegas, because it's further out. So what does that mean? Well, of course, it does mean you're going to have fewer stores. You're not going to have so much commerce around. You will have to drive to get to certain things. But what it gives you is something special, okay? And that is a resort style of living. I do feel, like I'm in Monaco, in the tiny country in the south, just in the south of France. It's a very tiny country, Monaco, by the way. It's only 0.9 square mile. You don't even say miles because it's less than 1 mile. So I do get that vibe here. And I do really love the water. So if you come to the desert and you've been wanting to live on the water and you want to live in Nevada for the obvious reasons, because we have so many awesome things going on here in Nevada, such as no state income tax for personal taxes, well, okay, this could be the spot for you. What you get here are quite a few options. You do have the option for golf course living. So if you want to live on a golf course, that is available. There are homes being built on the water. So you have an option for homes on the water, which means that you have options for new homes, because like I said, there's some still being built. And as a reminder, if you're thinking about buying brand new construction and you're thinking about buying a home from a developer or another builder, make sure that you reach out to us, because the team definitely wants to help you with you're finding the right home for you, the right model for you. And of course, we do work with, numerous builders. So we can definitely help you with new construction or, of course, a resale home. Now, like I said, you can live on the golf course, you can live on the water, you can live in an area that has no obstructed view. Let me give you an example of having a water view, but not literally being on the water with the dock. I'm going to turn the camera around and let's take a look at these houses. So those beautiful houses that you just saw there in the distance, and I have to tell you, just from my view, those houses are so pretty on the outside. They have unobstructed water views. They can see people kayaking, they can see people going out, they get the view of the lake, and at night, the lake, of course, is quite beautiful because you have the lights. For example, in the shopping center where I am, you have these cafe lights, again, reminiscent of that European-style village. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, what else can you get here? Like I mentioned, you can live in a gated community, and you do have options for both 1-story and 2-story homes, and I believe there are some 3-story homes as well. I was doing my usual tour because I love to, well, I just love houses, so I love to see everything that's available. And a builder that I think has some incredible homes is adding some incredible luxury homes. So that's another thing I want to mention. If you're looking for a luxury style of living, but you don't want to be right in the midst of it all, of course, you don't have to live right here in this little village area. There are numerous developments all around Lake Las Vegas where you can get, possibly the privacy that you're looking for. You can be behind a gate or not behind a gate. There are multiple developments that offer just gorgeous, gorgeous grounds. The walking area, the living environment. I have to tell you, there are some incredibly gorgeous opportunities here. And I was so impressed with how much it's been developed over the years. So I remember when I first came here, probably, 10 years ago or more, it was not well developed. And, we had the casinos, you had a few hotels and resorts. There was a phase where some things happened with the golf courses, but it's not just back, it has grown dramatically. Now, I've come out here several times over the years just to see what's going on. Of course, I love this view, right? I love it. To see a dock here in the middle of the desert, wow. But there are incredible homes being built. I'm going to turn the camera on one more time. I just want to show you how far back it goes. I'm not getting you the full picture because obviously we can only capture so much. Did you see those new waterfront homes being built? If that's what you're looking for, you've got to reach out to us because, well, I'd like one of those too. That's something I'd like to get. I imagine a lot of other people would really like to have that kind of experience. It's so impressive to have a view like that. I just can't take my eyes off it. So, is Lake Las Vegas right for you? That's a key question everyone's going to ask. It just depends on what style of living you're looking for. If you're okay being a little bit further away from the main city itself, if you're okay not living in the heart of all the action, but still having access to things like coffee shops, restaurants, you have some walkability, there are walking paths amongst the homes in the developments, then this could be the spot for you. Lake Las Vegas might not be for you if you want to be right in the middle of the action. You want to be close to the Strip or downtown, but I don't really hear that many people say that. I know there are a lot of you out there, and I like to be in the action too. I do. I like to be close enough where I can drive to the office, make you some videos, and where I can, get to a bunch of restaurants, meet up with people, have a good time, attend events. But I have to tell you, the more time I spent here, the more this really grew on me. Now, if you work from home, this might be the perfect place for you because you have all the cafes, restaurants, etc. You have casinos if you do enjoy some gaming. There obviously are going to be shows here, additional dining establishments. You've got your hair salons and similar personal services you might need. And if you don't need to be right next to 100 different restaurants, because Las Vegas and Henderson are full of incredible restaurants, then this could be the place for you. So I'm going to do another video here in Lake Las Vegas. I'm going to head over and I'm going to show you some of the houses. So make sure that you tune in to my next video all about living in Lake Las Vegas, because I want to show you some of the home styles. You have a lot of different styles. It's not just Mediterranean, it's not just Tuscan. We have modern and contemporary homes. We have homes with square lines. Many different types of architecture are available. And if we're lucky, we might get to see some of those exquisite homes. Okay, so what are you going to do at this point? Well, the first thing you're going to do, if you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas, you are going to send me an email, send me a text message, give me a call on the phone, or jump on my calendar. Because our team, we love helping people move to Vegas. I'm constantly talking to people about Las Vegas, Henderson. They always ask what I'm doing, what's going on there. Well, you know what's so cool about living here in Vegas? Well, it's that there's so much going on here. That's the fun. But imagine if you live here, you could get this resort lifestyle, but be a little bit further from the action, but still have access to all the cool stuff. Okay, before you finish this video, make sure you've tapped that little subscribe button, and of course, click that little bell. And I know, you've probably already signed up for the newsletter from vegasagents.com, but scroll down and make sure that you get signed up so you can see all the stuff I have going on. All right, until the next video, take care, everyone.